In the beginning, initial time, that what happened is that we already focus and know some of the people that they have special gift, and then certain area that we have already know that we have to share our small group members to flow through whatever that we have to accomplish.
And that taught me a lesson though. Sometimes when other people do things and I'm an observer, it makes whatever they're doing look easy. But when I actually did it was actually harder than I expected.
Originally, Group 1 was assigned the first car. My brilliant idea of a trebuchet didn't quite make the cut. We've gone through several iterations on cars. This one, with the more friction on the wheels and the clearance on the back wheel, didn't quite make it because we've only got one motor.
Ran into several obstacles this morning as we're mainly working the transfer from Vehicle 1 to Vehicle 2. Particularly as heavy as this is, we had to build it up high to be high enough to make the transfer to Vehicle 2, because Vehicle 2 also has to transfer then to Vehicle 3.
I programmed for the very first time in my life a Lego car, and it moved. It actually worked, and I input the commands into this little program here on my laptop, made it run on this little device right here.
However, we're thinking that we could probably do the same type of a mechanism that we have on 2, just higher on 1.
Well,
just build on this possibility.
For this would be by gravity, like that.
So one of the things that Ashley and I have been working on is the general notion of how do we document the path that our team has gone on. So when we started a few days ago, it was a big challenge to make these robots out of Legos, and how do you organize yourself? How do you kind of try and bring the lessons of how does this apply to action research into everybody's sort of mindset? So we've just tried to take a look at, what were our goals when we first started, how did we organize our first kind of groupings, and so we've just tried to take as many notes as we can about what do we think we're doing for this next little phase of the project. So we've got a whole bunch of notes on kind of strategies that were tried and failed, what did we do next, how are we working together as a team, and we've gone through so many iterations that we've got a mountain of data now that we're sort of trying to, bring into some meaning for the overall group.
So what I've been doing for a good part of the day is getting footage together, recording the successes of each project and also some of the failures.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let you love what I thought it was mine.
Each person has gravitated to their strengths, and contributing that way. And it's much more self-directed. It's not someone saying, I know what your group needs to do and you need to tackle it. But it didn't have to be segmented into these artificial groups per se. I don't know, what does it seem like from another?
You figured out that part, great. Now we're all going to share that reusable piece of progress.